What is going on, everybody? I'm Bronco, and today we're learning high-level Warden play and how to start kicking some major ass. So, you know how to play Warden, but do you want to take your game to the next level? Do you want to destroy every living soul on the battlefield and strike fear into the hearts of men? Do you breathe air? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then stay tuned. We are going to learn advanced gameplay and tactics for the Warden in For Honor. This guide assumes you know the Warden's moves and how to use them already. If you're new to the Warden, please check out my basic guide here, or linked below in the description. We will go over common situations that you find yourself in when playing against high-level opponents, and how to make your enemies QQ like little bitches. The first situation is when you find yourself up against an opponent that is parrying absolutely everything that you throw at them. You know that they are parry crazy, and you want to play into that tendency. The perfect move for this enemy is to feint a top heavy attack, wait for them to throw out their parry, and then when the top attack is incoming, time out a top light to trigger crushing counterstrike. This will make them think twice about parrying everything. Another situation is when you land a top light, side light, or crushing counterstrike. You can immediately go into shoulder bash, a position that the Warden thrives in. Against an opponent that is total shit at timing dodges, you can vortex them until their head explodes and their fingers are bleeding from typing all caps to you, begging you to stop. To do this, use shoulder bash into double free side light attack, then right back into shoulder bash. Rinse and repeat until you've worked up a good lather. Against one of those damn twitchy squirrel hopped up on speed and cocaine opponents that can dodge out of your shoulder bash, use your guard break button again while shoulder bash is about to go off. This will cancel your shoulder bash into a guard break. If your opponent dodges, your guard break will land and they cannot counter it. It can be a bit tricky when you're up against an opponent like Berserker who has a good dodge into attack move. In this situation, you do not want to cancel into guard break because your kind and generous enemy will already be on the way to hand deliver an attack straight to your face. Against an enemy like this, your best bet is to feint your shoulder bash to lure them into a dodge attack. Pressing the feint button while your shoulder bash is charging will cancel it. When their attack is incoming, you can easily time out a parry and then counterattack and leave your opponent dazed and confused. Next, you find yourself up against an opponent who is playing defense like the 85 Bears. Every guard break you throw, your enemy laughs in your face as he throws you away like trash. The easiest way to land a guard break against a high-level opponent is to initiate a heavy attack in any direction, then feint and go directly into guard break. Your opponent will react with a parry, and since the parry is a heavy attack, your guard break will land as they start to swing, and they cannot counter it. This tip applies to all classes, not just the Warden. The Warden also has his shoulder bash cancel into guard break, but keep in mind, this can be countered if the opponent does not attempt to dodge. From guard break, the Warden has three main options: double side light into shoulder bash, throw, and sidestep to side heavy. Double side light into shoulder bash should be used in the open when an opponent is not at low health. This gives you a ton of options and mind gaming opportunity since you end up in a shoulder bash position. If your opponent is at low health, then sidestep into side heavy is a guaranteed hit that will allow you to finish off an opponent with an execute. If you're playing in tight quarters, throwing an enemy into the environment is great for draining their stamina and guaranteeing a top heavy, a Warden's most damaging ability. When it comes to mind games, I absolutely love playing the Warden. From the triple threat position of shoulder bash, you can mind game an opponent over and over. Getting caught in a Warden vortex while trying to guess whether he's going to charge, cancel into guard break, or feint shoulder bash is a very difficult thing for an enemy to deal with. If you want to make your opponent saltier than the Dead Sea, use this knowledge to keep your enemies guessing. Try to be unpredictable with how you play from this position. As soon as an enemy catches on to you canceling into guard break, let the next shoulder bash go off like normal, and then watch as you slam into them and follow up with a free double side light. The best way to become great at Warden is to mix it up and try to read your opponent's tendency. If your opponent is parry happy, bait them into crushing counter-strike. If they're dodge happy, punish them with cancel into guard break. If they're counter-attacking, feint shoulder bash and then hit them with that easy parry. Combine these moves with the speed of your zone attack and the occasional top light to whittle away their HP, and you'll start winning fights before they even start. There are many other feints and cancels you can use to keep your opponent guessing, but this is a great overview of the advanced tactics and moves for the Warden. Hopefully, this video has made it a bit easier for my fellow Wardens out there to retake that Holy Land from those dirty non-believers. I'll see y'all in the next one. Deus Vult. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you want more of this content, please subscribe by clicking here. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, it really helps me out. If you'd rather make lightsabers out of the like meter, go ahead and hit that dislike button. Also, if you have any suggestions or criticisms, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you all later.